Hey guys, what's up? I guess they released that patch note for Season 4 of Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And some people had the audacity to ask me what I think about it. Well, there's too many fucking changes to talk about it all, but remember, if you like these videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share if you want to support the channel. So I'll just talk about a few things. I made the video when they first announced this. I said they used the word, we're going to be adding dynamic changes to this game. And I was like, the word dynamic makes it seem like they're going to be adding a gimmick or something, just like a random specific thing kind of thing, instead of not really saying dramatic changes, right? And I was like, well, they already have dynamic auto combos. I wonder if they're going to have like a dynamic EX tag mechanic or something where you can do you can tag whenever you want for like half a bar, like during a special move, whatever. And I guess, well, sure enough, you can tag now when you do special moves, whatever. So, I mean, it looks like they're adding some more synergy to the game, and it looks like, the damage buffer on doing multiple supers is not as big, which, who knows? I don't know exactly what it is until I actually play the game, but I think it's good because it's a tag team game, so there should be more synergy, right? I mean, I think that is a good thing, right? I'm disappointed to see things like some assists don't do block damage, but then it looks like they actually, had a kind of a thought like Vegito, his Banshee Blast, split finger shot does more block damage. How much, I don't know, but so it's kind of like, I feel like that's kind of like, what are we doing with this game still? We can tell it's a fucking problem, but we still don't want people to complain about block damage, so we're going to remove it in other instances. Very strange to me. Again, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, dude, we've made a character and we can see there is a fundamental flaw here, but we don't really want to change it. So let's give it to somebody, then let's tone it down in another way so people don't complain. Very fucking bizarre mindset towards this game, in my opinion. But, they did a lot of other changes. It's interesting, right? So let's see, what else do we have here? Some of these changes too, when I looked at them, I'm like, man, some of these changes, they're kind of like Mugen-y changes. And then, because you see certain characters where, like, when you look at a character like, or let's just say, it seems like so many characters stand medium attacks, they want them to go further. And I said, I think this is a huge problem, even in the early versions of the game. Every move moving forward, it just homogenizes the cast, I think. Too much homogenization, I think, and now they're making it even more so, and I think it's fucking excessive, right? I can understand, okay, maybe some characters, let's make it a little bit more for certain characters, but them doing it basically for every character, it seems, I think is excessive, and it could even be a potential stealth nerf. Well, again, I haven't played the game, so who knows till I play it, but I've showed off those specific sweet spots, those specific theoretical sweet spots with characters like Vegito, where you can always put yourself in a situation where your medium is at 0 and you will always beat the other character's light attack. And it's also this sort of theoretical sweet spot where you can make the Banshee Blast unhoming dashable, audible, all this kind of thing, right? So if Vegito's medium is always going more forward now too, these kind of sweet spots aren't going to exist. So I feel like, in a way, it's a way to make the game easier, right? It makes confirms easier, whatever you want to call it, maybe in potential situations. But I think it's, I don't like it. Because I've said, I think this game actually needs some attacks that don't move you forward. Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't need more attacks that move you forward. It needs some attacks that don't move you forward. So there's a little bit more, tap, tap, tap kind of thing in a more traditional sense. But anyway, the Goku thing, homing dashing after a Kamehameha, I mean, that's pretty interesting. I guess Cell can do it too. That was one of the changes I said maybe they could get for adult Gohan. If you remember in that video, I was like, maybe they could make it so he can home and dash after his laser beam for one of his buffs. Of course, he got other buffs, but that was a buff I said maybe they could give him. But, some of these changes are pretty interesting. There's just so many changes. I look at the Piccolo thing and I think about, you can charge up the special beam cannon. I think about supers having less of a damage buffer. Since he was so crazy, all those, he has so many crazy combo videos that I showed in that Season 3 patch, but most of them are just kind of a combo video because it's like, well, you're like, you get that nerf from the double super. So I'm wondering if some of those crazy combo videos that I did actually can kill you now, right? Because I feel like some of those crazy combo videos I did already did about 90%, right? It used all your meter. It looks like a fucking meme combo, but maybe Piccolo has some kind of meme combos that actually legitimately kill you and are actually technically optimal. So I mean, I'm interested in seeing that kind of thing. Frieza, just to say, and I know people say this is a good change. I think it's lame that they made his duck hard punch count as a move now. Having characters that have different attributes and having counter characters, like they're trying to use the idea that Brawly counters Frieza because Brawly can go through the duck hard / duck hard, whatever. That kind of stuff is interesting to me. So I wouldn't have changed that shit. I think the Golden Frieza change is good. The Golden Frieza change is good, and it's something I said I would have done before, but the duck hard / making it like everyone else's, I think that's stupid because it's homogenizing the game, and you had a character that had something unique. You want characters to be different. You want there to be counter character situations because it actually, and you know the funny thing is too, people complaining about this, and when I talk about the narrative of games, and I talk about how sometimes you want the audience to feel like they can cheer for a team and they have specific kind of archetypes that they like. That's a storyline. If this game was more fleshed out, you know what I mean? Because I'm, for what it's worth, this patch, it doesn't make me want to play the game. Of course, it's interesting that it's new, but I look at the changes and I'm like, oh boy, I got to play the game now, right? But, you know, you want the audience to be watching a game and you want there to be storylines like, wow, Frieza might get countered by Brawly, right? And you want the commentators to be able to have that narrative. Because you know what? It's going to get really boring for assuming however long this patch lasts. Instead of there being that narrative potentially of the announcers can tell the audience that, hey, oh man, Frieza can't duck hard / Brawly here, blah, blah, blah. This is a counter character, whatever. That's a fun storyline to tell the audience. Now it's just going to be like, oh, hey, for a couple tournaments, oh, hey, you can't do that against me now. Now I can hard slash you. It's going to get old real quick. It's not interesting to me, right? So hopefully you get what I'm getting at with that. I wish Trunks would have got some more stuff. You know, they made Vegeto's Banshee Blast Split Finger Shot do more block damage. I wish they would have made Change the Future do more block damage. But I'm interested in what adjusted the effect of the Cyclone Buster after an EX Cyclone jump. Does it OTG now? What does it do? That's something I'm interested in. I wish they would have got something more. You know, I guess he has a double super now, Shining Slash after Burning Attack. I mean, that's cool, but Cell, you know what I mean? I mean, for what it's worth, just to go through this, of course, yeah, I'll probably try Goku, Piccolo, Teen Gohan. I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing Frieza again for combo videos. You know, Cell, who else is here? Who else? Well, you know, of course, Adult Gohan, Vegito, and I guess the Super Brawly, maybe Kid Goku. I mean, again, I don't really have a lot of will to play video games anymore, so I'm not sure. I'll probably try out a few characters, you know, because the Adult Gohan stuff, that's actually one of the changes I said. I said give him I said they should give him the reverse beat earlier on, and they should make it so he can special move cancel once he gets to level 7, because then you can have full screen confirms off of Kamehameha. You can make your DP safe, make him insane, make him a level Phoenix, a Phoenix. So they actually basically did what I said with Adult Gohan. The only thing they didn't add is, like I said, I actually said maybe it make it so he can homing dash after his laser beam and all that kind of stuff as well, as one of the changes he gets when he levels up. But I guess they just gave that to Goku, Cell, and the Seaman Demon girl. What the fuck is her name? I don't even know. Majin Buu girl. What the fuck? I don't even know her fucking name. Bubblegum wife. Shows how much I play the game. I literally don't know her fucking name. What the fuck is her name? Waifu. Seaman Demon. I don't know. When I look at Vegito, like I said, I'm wondering what the, you know, when I look at the stand medium attack, I'm wondering if that fucks up his sweet spot that I've talked about before. Extended the move's hitbox forward for his jumping heavy attack. I guess we'll see how that goes. You know, the spiral heel shot, sassy kick, whatever. I guess it has reduced the damage buffer, so maybe that's better than Linking Hard now. Who knows? I think it's good that the big throw actually has invincibility in the air. Never understood why the air version doesn't have invincibility. Doesn't make any sense. Good that they added block damage to the thing. I'm curious about the change because they said now you can always, it counts as a super jump whenever you're in the air. So I'm curious if even just during Vegeta's normal big throw and his, Banshee Blast, if he can get kind of drift mix-ups off of it. You know what I mean? So depending on what you do, can he drift back and forth just after a whiff throw? You know what I mean? That kind of shit. I'm curious about that. After a Banshee Blast, can you drift back and forth? Can you hold up? Because, certain Banshee Blast stuff, I showed you can get the falling jab. Maybe if you hold up, can you get like a medium to hit? That kind of shit is what I'm curious about. Back and forth, The super after, big punch. I don't remember the move was called. God Punch, whatever the fuck it is after Final Kamehameha. I guess that's cool. But, something else I said, I forgot to mention, why the fuck have they still not added counter hits? Make counter hits do something. Make it so counter hits actually do more stun. I don't know why the fuck they didn't add that shit. There's just so many fucking changes. The Super Brawly I did want to mention. For the Eraser Blow. I don't know why. I hate the change that they said for that. I said that was actually one of the coolest things they had because that is something that it looks like they specifically put in the game. Something that is hard and it's optimal. So it pisses me off that they made that now easy. You know what I mean? I said either I agree I agree in the context of the game it's strange that they purposely put something in the game like that is that hard. And I said either make it a frame or two easier or keep it as hard and make it do another 50 points of damage or some bullshit like that. So the fact now that you don't even have to run, they said, to do it, terrible fucking change. Because it is so cool that they purposely put something hard in the game. So I don't like that change. They said something about the earthquake thing. It has a bigger hitbox. So did they get rid of the earthquake loops that I did? I don't know what that is. But I'm also curious. I did that one combo with him that I think was like 96 or 97% damage solo. So I'm wondering if he actually has a legitimate solo instant kill combo now with that route that I did before. So I'd be curious as for that. For the Ultra Instinct Goku, they actually said they added that one thing I said. He should do more damage or have more buffs when the more he flips. And I guess it sounded like they added that. And it sounded like the regular Kamehameha is faster startup. So maybe he can get those Kamehameha links. Kamehameha, that sounded bad. Even off non-EX ones. So maybe that's cool. Again, I don't know. There's a few characters I'll probably do combo videos for. But does it make me want to play the game? Not reading it, no. Just reading it, no, it doesn't make me want to play the game. Does it sound better? It sounds more interesting. Oh, maybe I'll do a tag video if it's interesting, but does it make me want to play the game? No. Does it make me want to fiddle with the game when I'm bored for a little bit? For a little bit, right? But some changes, a lot of Mugen changes, and Mugen changes can be fun for a little bit. Oh, and they added that, that was something else that they made it so you can alpha counter in backwards, which is funny because I actually said that if you go back and look at Season 1, before they changed alpha counters, I think it was in Season 2, I said that you should be able to alpha counter backwards as well. And that would have been my change, so I guess they added that finally. And they did that one change where now homing dash re-jumps are easier, which, let me just say this just to suck myself off. I like how they were talking about, oh, the Goichi jump and all this kind of stuff. Does anyone remember that homing dash re-jumps came from me? Remember all those videos I talked about homing re-dash jumps before the game even came out? I'm like, oh, people are going to be able to do that. I saw it in the beta. And then I made all those videos and people were like, you're never going to be able to do a homing dash re-jump. That's only combo videos, so that'll never be done. Now it is such a fundamental thing of the game, they're actually making it easier. So if you're going to call something a Goichi jump, what about a Clayton fucking re-jump, you fucking idiots? How about Clayton basically fucking made this game for you guys? Because again, most of this shit is from me. Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not super horny about that change, but whatever. Quality of life, quality of making things easier for people again. So does it make me want to play the game offhand? No. Will I fiddle with the game a little bit? Yeah, sure.